everyone, and welcome to Aaron's Dollhouse. So today we are going to be doing a very different type of video. So today is not going to be our typical like unboxing and reviewing. Today is going to be something really different, something that I've kind of been like wanting to do for a while. But basically we're going to talk about a little brief history specifically of Polly Pocket, and not just Polly Pocket, but Polly Pocket water parks. So obviously we know Barbie has her pools and Polly has her water parks. Now, she definitely has had like swimming pools and stuff as well, but for the most part, it's mostly been water parks. And why? It's because she's smaller. Everything can be made more compact size. So it's a little bit more feasible to do like a whole water park versus like if it was like being made to scale for Barbie, then yeah, that would have to be huge. Now, there actually is a Barbie water park that does exist. It is a Wet n Wild water park and it's apparently 2 feet tall. So again, I rest my case. It's huge. It was made like back in the 90s, and yeah, they'll probably never do anything like that again. But today we are here to talk about Polly Pocket. So we're going to be going over, so we're not going to do every single Polly Pocket water park because this would be a very long video if we did that. But basically we're kind of just going to talk a little bit about the history, and then talk about my top 4 Polly Pocket water parks. And funny enough, the top 4 that I have are actually like the first 4 Polly Pocket water parks that ever came out. So, yay! I have good taste apparently. No, but seriously though, today's just going to be kind of like a fun video. We're just going to, have a good time and talk about all these like fun Polly Pocket water parks. But yeah, other than that, I know I've been talking a lot already, but let's go ahead and get into it because we got a lot of content that we need to get through. Now, just letting you guys know, this is going to be a 2-part video because this first part, we're going to be going through that little bit of history and then talking about the different Polly Pocket water parks, like these top 4 ones that I have. And also, part 2, we're going to actually be reviewing a Polly Pocket water park. And it's a Polly Pocket water park that my sister actually had as a child, so I have a lot of great memories of playing with it. So yay. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Also, before I forget, little disclaimer. The Polly Pockets that I'm going to be talking about today are the fashion Pollys. So obviously we know that Polly Pocket definitely started off with the teeny tiny little Pollys that came in the little compacts that you could literally like slide right into your pocket and bring her on the go. But later in the early 2000s, they came out with the fashion Pollys, and the fashion Pollys are more so like if you scaled a Barbie doll down and just made it small. So yeah. But the first water park we're going to be talking today, the one that started it all for the fashion Polly water parks, is the Polly Pocket Wild Waves Castle. So that is a really fun water park. I was obsessed with the way that it looked as a child. I remember seeing it in the stores and remember wanting it so badly. Because not only was this a water park, but it was like, it almost felt like a whole freaking theme park. Like, pretty cool. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically the Wild Waves Castle water park. It was basically like 2 castle towers with a swirly slide going around each one of them. There was like a little swing in the middle. No, no, not in the middle. Sorry, the swing was on, it was attached to the bottom of each slide. So I'm thinking about some of our upcoming water parks where a lot of times the swing was like in the middle. Bear with me here. But yeah, and then this water park actually came out in 2004. That's when it was released. It was discontinued in 2005. Now this information that I do have is officially from the Mattel website. So I did do my research. And yeah, there is a lot that came in this set too. With this set, you got one doll, 3 pairs of shoes, 2 hats, 1 pair of sunglasses, 2 swimsuits, a shirt, a skirt, pants, a beach bag, a cooler, and even little drink cups. Wow. Lots of accessories. And that was just with the main castle playset. That wasn't even the other playsets that go with it. So yeah, lots of things. This was also around the time too where the fashion polys, the majority of them also had rooted hair instead of plastic hair, which is great because I prefer rooted hair. Like I like something that's soft and something I can actually like physically touch. So yeah. But it was the rubber like stretchy like clothing that you would like put onto the little poly dolls. If any of you guys had those fashion polys when you were like younger, you know the clothing I'm talking about. It was made of rubber and it was just so fun to like stretch it and put it over the doll. So the add-ons that I was mentioning before, so these were things that were sold separately. So one of them, which was one that I wanted so badly as a child, oh my gosh, was a log flume. A freaking log flume. Hello? I mean, yes, all it literally was just like, it was just like the log flume drop and then like a little ladder going up to it, but it had like an actual pink log boat and it was so cute and you could put the 2 little polys in it, have it go down the drop, and like, as a child, hello? I thought that was so cute. I wanted it so badly. The other thing was a little pirate ship playset, and the pirate ship could actually like fold out into like 2 pieces, which was pretty cool. And then the other thing that they had was a little sea carousel. So it was like a carousel with some little sea animals, basically in the place of like horses. And you could like spin the little carousel around with the polys on it. Genius. So cute. But yeah, so you had your little Polly Pocket water park, amusement park combo thing going on. So cool. I would have killed to have this set as a child. Would have loved it. But yeah, like I said, it came out in 2004 and that was the first like Polly Pocket water park set to go with the fashion polys, like I said. And so we started off with a bang. You know, we're starting off really great. So let's go ahead and move on to the second one. All right, and the second one was the Polly Pocket Fountain Falls water park. So that one was released in 2006. Yeah, because the first one, like I said, was released in 2004. This one was released in 2006. So they kind of like waited a little bit of time before releasing another one. But this water park was really, really cool. Especially the way that it was designed, the way that they set it up. Like I said, one of my favorites to play with as a child, so we do have it here. And yeah, so the set, the main water park, this is not the other 2 pieces, the main water park came with a doll, a dolphin, a beach chair, a brush, 2 drink cups, suntan lotion, and then 2 tiny little starfish to go inside the pool. So pretty cool. And then yeah, to kind of like model it here, we actually, like I said, have it here. Everybody say ooh. Everybody say ah. Okay, I've been riding the Jungle Cruise too much, apparently. But seriously though, like, it is such a cute little set. There is kind of like artwork here on the back, and that kind of like shows it with like the little slide portion going down. And then it has like a little swing that slides out, and then so cool. So right, it's kind of hard to tell, but right here, it has light up fountains that actually work. So this is like battery powered and has like a motor, and then the fountains have like little lights in it, and the lights are supposed to make the fountains like each a different color. So trust me, when I was a child and got to play with this thing and see like the little waterfall like actually going in action, like, so cool, groundbreaking, amazing, loved it. I'm really hoping, like I said, this one is brand new in the box, never been out. I'm really hoping that this one actually works, which we will be testing again in part 2 when we do the unboxing and review for this set. So we will be trying that out. As I said, it does come with Polly Pocket, so that's the doll right here. And yeah, very, very cute. So another 2 things is, with the playset, there was 2 other playsets that were sold. And what's great about these ones is they were actually made, like all of this was designed, so it literally all like connects together. That's really cool. So the other 2 playsets that they had are the Tropical Pool playset, which I can show you here. So this is the Tropical Pool playset. And as you can see, it came with lots of little cute accessories as well, including 2 birds. Oh gosh. I don't know why I said it like that. And then the other one was the double-decker hot tub playset. So that one I've got right here. So yeah, it's literally is what it is. It's a double-decker hot tub, and there's the little miniature tub, there's the big one, there's the little slide, and then we got some little monkeys, and also lots of little fun accessories as well. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, and then if you see it right here, let me show it up close. This is how they connect to each other, which we're going to talk a lot more in depth about that in part 2, obviously, when I'm doing the review. But yeah, it's just so cute how they designed it. Another thing too is, I don't know if you noticed, these little flowers, like these pink flowers, water is supposed to come out of that as well and actually pour onto the little water slides that go into the other swimming pools, which is also genius. So yeah, but that is it for the Polly Pocket Fountain Falls water park that came out in 2006. So we're gonna move on to our next one. So the next one on our list is the Polly Pocket Ultimate Pool Party. So this one does actually have like pool in the name and was kind of marketed more as a pool, air quotations, but it's a water park. It's a water park. If that is supposed to be just a regular swimming pool, then I want one in my backyard right now. And I guess in Polly's world, she can have pretty much whatever she wants. But no, it's a water park, in my opinion. But yes, like I said, the Polly Pocket Ultimate Pool Party. And this set came out in 2008. So we kind of are seeing like a trend here. It's almost like every other year they seem to come out with a new Polly Pocket water park. So yeah, pretty cool. This set, now this is going to be like the base set. So like the main one that you buy, and then you buy all the add-on sets. So With this set, it came with a cafe table, cafe chair, one doll, one cat, question mark. I think it's a cat. In the stock photos, it looks like a cat, kind of, but it also kind of looks like a dog. So, if this is a cat or a dog and you remember having this set, please let me know in the comments. But I think it's a cat, even though a cat would not want to go to a pool party because water and yeah, no. Mm-mm. But yeah, and then it came with 2 pull tubes for your little polys to actually slide down the water slides in the tubes. 1 towel, 1 pair of shoes, 1 pair of goggles, a pair of sunglasses, a drink pitcher, 1 drink cup, a cell phone randomly. It was a flip phone too, funny enough. And then a bottle of suntan lotion. All these are like little plastic molded pieces. So, yeah. But yeah, this set was like really cool. I loved the way that they like did all of it, where it was like, so you had like the middle like top portion, it could actually like fold down, and then like you could hit like a button, and then the thing would actually like pop up, and then there would be like a little roof, and there was, I think it was like a little TV screen in the middle of it, and then the 2 green water slides that would like come down from the top, which you could put water in the top as well, from what I remember, because fun fact, my sister also had this play set. She had the majority of the Polly Pocket, like, pool or water park play sets. Very jealous. But yeah, and then they had the 2 slides that went down, and then there was a pink swing in the middle. So remember how I said swing in the middle earlier? This is what I was thinking about. But yeah, it had a little pink swing in the middle. Funny enough, the swing was actually attached to a mechanism. So if you like pushed a little button, like right on the blue part, basically it would just make the swing like swing back and forth, which is really cool. And yeah, it was such a cute set. And then, like, you know, you had your little cafe chair or cafe table and chair, and then like set up the drinks and everything, and it was just like a little fun day at the water park. But obviously the fun continued on because we had add-ons, lots of add-ons for this one. So we had the pool party patio, and that was kind of set up kind of like a little lounge space, you know, so that like Polly could lounge with her friends and just like relax. And then we had like the pool party cabana, and that one was a little bit more fancy. Okay, actually I just realized I had this backwards. So the patio was more like almost like an outdoor kitchen with like a grill and everything. So that's where you can make like food and just like, you know, have a good time, have a little cookout. It's the cabana that was actually more of the lounge space, which makes sense. I don't know why my brain couldn't do the thing. But yeah, so that's how it was. And then the other thing that they had as well is they had a pool party convertible. Now there was a variant of this one, so there was 2. One convertible was pink, and then one convertible was purple. So both convertibles shared the same gimmick, which was the trunk would like pop open and basically kind of like turn into like little stairs, and then there was a little miniature hot tub in the back of the car, which was so funny, so comical. I mean, the idea of that, I don't know. The early 2000s were wild, man. Let me tell you. The ideas that we had back then of what we could, you know, consider cool. But yeah, sure, hot tub in the back of the car. Let's go for it. You know what? Maybe I want a hot tub in my car. But yeah, it was very cute. It was a cute idea, and yep, the actual portion that was like the hot tub, if memory serves me well, I believe you could actually like take it out. It was almost like a little separate dish, and then you could like pour the water into it and then stick it back in. That way, it was kind of just easier to dump it out, which makes sense. Um, so yeah, but that was it for the Polly Pocket Ultimate Pool Party. So yeah, let's move on to our last water park. And for our last water park on our top 4 on this list, this one's a mouthful. This was the Polly Pocket Shimmer and Splash Adventure playset. Yeah. Such a dramatic title. Like, why is it so long? I don't understand why it's so long, especially because I'm gonna be real, this one is not even the most exciting of the Polly Pocket water parks that we've already talked about. Like, all these previous ones are so much more exciting, in my opinion, and this one has like the longest title, which is comical to me because I'm like, it's really not that exciting. In fact, it's actually pretty basic. It's kind of the equivalent of like a Polly's version of like a Barbie swimming pool. So, yeah, there's that. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing so much. It's just Polly Pocket Shimmer and Splash Adventure playset. Like, what? Why? It's no. Okay. So this one was released in 2009. So we remember our last one was released in 2008. Well, previously before this, it was kind of like every other year they were releasing them. Well, they got straight to it and then released this one like literally the year after. So, yeah, this was also too, I feel like, when the Polly Pocket playsets were kind of starting to dip a little bit in the quality, because it is very basic, the design and everything, so, but yeah, this particular water park, so my sister, funnily enough, also had this one as well. She didn't really play with this one, though. She barely touched this one, actually. And it's probably because it just was not that exciting. Yeah. But it was still a cute playset. It's just the other ones were better, in my opinion. But this one came with a doll, which I will say the doll on this set was very interesting because she had a bend at the knees, which is interesting. So yeah, the previous ones, I don't think any of them actually had like a bend at the knees. So that was pretty cool at least. It came with 2 dolphins, 1 beach chair, a little baby sea turtle, 1 pool tube, 1 water scoop, and we're going to talk about what the water scoop is for, and then also 2 little drink cups. So not too many accessories, definitely a lot less than the previous ones. So this set was very interesting because, so the slide itself was attached to this like thin molded plastic kind of like wave. And basically you would take the little pool tube and then like stick Polly in it and then stick her like at the top and then just like kind of drop her through the little opening within the wave, and then it kind of just like did its little thing all the way down, and then went right into the pool. And then also within the pool, so right in the middle there was like this little palm tree that kind of stuck up, and then these like 2 plastic pieces that you would actually take the dolphins and attach them to. and you would turn the palm tree, and then Polly would like ride around on top of the dolphin. So, very interesting concept. And then off to the left of the playset, there was, now this is the feature that I thought was pretty cute because we hadn't seen it before on any of the other Polly Pocket water parks, but you know those like little like water play areas for like children or families or people who are definitely too old to be on those water play areas and then like dumping little buckets of water on children? I wouldn't know anything about doing that. Anyway, yeah, it was one of those, it was like a giant bucket, because usually those like water play structures have like that giant bucket right in the middle, and then once it's filled, it just dumps all over you, literally gallons of water. Yeah, it had one of those, and you took the little pink scoop and then scooped water from the pool into the bucket and just kept scooping until finally the weight of it basically just gave way, and then the bucket would actually dump water onto Polly. So that was pretty cute. I will say that was a cute little gimmick. I feel like personally that kind of makes up a little bit for the lackluster that this playset was, because don't get me wrong, it's a cute little water park, but it just, I don't know, it didn't feel to me as exciting as like the previous ones beforehand. And well, the excitement for this one is also doesn't get any better, because they very much so focused on the pet aspect of this. This is when like everything was just focusing on pets, and nothing against pets, but when it just becomes the whole focus, I feel like things start to lack in other areas, if that makes sense. Especially after a while, it just kind of got really tiresome. So, but yeah, the two set add-ons were literally pet assortment sets. So there was two different ones, and each one came with two different, like one doll each. So at least you got another doll to go with the water park. And then 4 pets each in each set. And then also like a bunch of like random accessories like shoes and I think like an extra outfit or something like that. Basically just like a lot of extra, things. But yeah, so nothing wrong with that. It's just, I think it would have been more cool to like have like something physical, like maybe another like miniature pool or something, maybe a little hot tub, maybe, I don't know, a little Barbie sauna, or I don't know, just something to like really add an extra element of excitement to the set, because with the set being kind of lackluster as it was, I just feel like it needed something else to make it more exciting. But I don't know, I'm just being negative apparently. But again, this is my opinion, so if you do share a different opinion and this was one of your favorite Polly Pocket playsets, cool. I'm glad that you really enjoyed it. Like I said, I don't have anything against it. I just feel like it wasn't the most exciting. But if you have a debate on that, definitely share about it in the comments. Just please be respectful. But yeah. So that was pretty much it for this list. Lots, like I said, lots of different fun play sets here. I just love that, because of the scale and everything, like I said, Polly was like, let's take this a step further. Since Barbie's so big, all she can get is a swimming pool. We're gonna do a whole water park, as we should. And I loved the idea of, having your own little miniature water park, like, inside your house. It's like a childhood fantasy, Because for most children, going to the water park was everything, especially during the summer. But yeah, it's very camp, very amazing, very cute. But that is pretty much it. Like I said, we are going to be continuing on with part 2, so stay tuned for that next video, where we are going to be doing an unboxing and reviewing of this. But that is pretty much it, guys. Like I said, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, definitely give it a like. If you want to see more doll content on this channel, or if you want to be able to see part 2, definitely subscribe. And also check out my Instagram at Aaron's Dollhouse.